Hello guys and welcome to this video. I had some trouble while recording. I got 50% done of the room and my program crashed, so I apologize for the 60% done already. I'm gonna of course walk through it all again so you can see how I did it. So basically what we're gonna do now is to start a netcat, a nmap scan. So I'm just basically gonna say nmap and put in the IP, and we're gonna get two ports back, which is all the answer here. Then we're gonna go to the web page and figure out that 8080 is a better place. I'm still logged in, I'm sorry for that. So we're gonna see the name is symbol image gallery, and we're basically gonna put that in at the answer. And now it's the flags. We need to get a shell in some way. So basically, I didn't get the actual hash of some database. There's a database on the box, I guess. So what we're gonna do here is to exploit this by a standard, that I just had in my search bar. A screen injection with nothing, just jimble jumble, whatever text, and that lets us log into the actual system. Now what I did first is just went to my account, and then I uploaded an avatar image because I felt this looked like something I saw before. So basically I'm gonna upload a reverse shell we have right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and let me just see, wrong window. Let me just take a new window here. I'm gonna go ahead and we need to make sure that we are from a bash shell, because else we're gonna not make this work. So I'm gonna start a listener here. And let's go ahead and upload this file, and you see we have a shell already. So it's just a reverse shell we're running. So we're gonna upgrade our shell right now. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna spawn a bash shell here. So we have two bash shells running, and you can verify that by running this command here basically, and you can see that we're running a bash shell. Now the reason we need to run a bash shell on the on my local terminal is because we're going to do the trick where we upgrade the shell, and it's not going to work if you're not having the same shell running. The default shell on Linux is the one called I want to show you. The default shell for Linux Kali is the one called ZSH. It's very difficult to say. It's definitely not bash, and we're spawning bash shells. We need to have the same. So what you're gonna do now is you can export this. So I'm gonna export the xterm here. So now that we have the xterm, I'm gonna go ahead and Control-C out of this. I'm gonna do a raw here. So I clone all my settings, and then I go back from a background service here. Let me just CFG. There we go. So now we are back again, and as you can see, I can autocomplete, use my arrows, I can tap, and now I have a fully interactive shell that I can do clear with and everything. And since we are already here, I'm gonna go ahead and go to temp library, and basically I'm gonna go ahead and I had some issues with an old version of LinPiece in the other video that I started recording, and then it broke down. Happy me. So I downloaded a new version of LinPiece. The server is still running, as you can see. I downloaded it some time ago. So basically I'm going to do the same again. wget http like that. The 10.11.02.01 9000 it is /linpiece.sh, And we're gonna change mod for executable in linpiece.sh. piece.sh. I'm gonna then execute that, and basically we're gonna run linpiece, the newest version, fresh from today. Remember to do that. I wasted a lot of time in my first video. So what we're gonna look for here is basically the one here, which is 95% privesc, but I know you're not gonna get that. I know that there is a vulnerability that as user was stupid, and we need to scroll down quite a bit, but just to explain linpiece one more time, it's privesc privilege escalation bash script you can download that can look for all default things that we can use to do priv escalation with. So there is these, you know, Linux exploit suggester, you know, that's gonna suggest different kind of exploits. I'm aware this is gonna work because I just checked it before I recorded it one more time, and this is the easy way. It's not the intended way for this room. So the intended way is to go ahead and find a stupid error by Mike, which is displayed just a tad more down here. And when you scroll the way down and you come to that part, you're gonna realize, oh, this is how we're gonna do it. So this is how we're gonna roll. So just a bit more, I guess. Not exactly how long I'm gonna scroll, but a bit. So it's about some stuff. It's pretty visible when you see it. It's like, whoa. Yeah, I think it's below all this jumble jumble here. JavaScript. Yeah, it's about here, and we get to it searching password and history files. And it's, you know, it's right there. You know, you have it. And of course we do not know exactly who's gonna be the user, but we're just gonna take the password and save it. And since I already did that in my previous video, I just didn't want to show you. Now I want to show how you found it, but this is the password for Mike. So let's go ahead and just, you know, go down here and say su Mike. No, Mike. And let's go ahead and just paste the password. Now that we are Mike, we can say who am I? Who am I? Cannot type. My ID. Let's quickly do a sudo -l, which is something you should probably do whenever you have the password for a user. You know, definitely try sudo -l as the very first command. You can also try and look for executional binaries, which I usually tend to do with the suid set. Executional binaries, that's a double confetti. Binaries. So what it's gonna tell us here is that we can run as root. This is a big no-brainer, right? No password. Woo. We can run all this sudo, all this like this, and then we're gonna get different things here. So let's just take a look. What is this script that we're gonna run? And basically it's a small bash script. It's just this, where it's gonna use a command called read, and it's gonna read the input, and depending on the case, did we write like version check, did we write update, list, or read, we're gonna execute this command here. The RK Hunter, I have no idea what it is. I did try to look it up before on DGFO bins. It is not here. However, there is a file we can execute by typing read. It's a binary. It's called nano. It's our editor. Let's go ahead and look for nano. Luckily, there is a sudo exploit on nano where it enables us to, can you run nano as sudo, which we cannot directly do that, but then we can, you know, control R, control X, and then this command here. We should be able to get a new shell with the privileges of the user that we can execute the nano width, which is in this case root. So let's see if we can get the root shell this way. So let's run the command one more time. Type read, and now we are yes, and now we are here. So I'm going to do Control R, Control X, and it enables me to execute a command. So what I'm going to do now is basically just take this here as we were, supposed to do, paste it in, and press enter. Then I'm going to exit this and type ID, and you can see that now I am root. So what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and cat out. I'm no longer we have no longer our beautiful shell. So let me just quickly see if I can type correct one more time. Get the flag here for the root shell, and basically that's gonna be the one. What we need to do now is to get the hash password of the admin user. What we could do now is basically go back to our cheat sheet here and say, let me just upgrade the shell. Let me just verify which shell I have. It's a bash shell. Then let's go ahead and export that. Let's Control C out of it to do that. Control C. Oh, we're back already. Okay, so we borrowed some stuff. I just needed to go back one more time. Let's clear the screen. Now that we are root, we need to verify that we have some sort of SQL database going on. So I just did a locate SQL, and we cannot scroll here. So let's do a locate SQL, and then do let's a grep SQL. Okay, we do have different things. What about MySQL? Is that a thing? Well, okay, what we do have is we have this var HTML gallery, and I cannot type. And we do have our, let's see, cat out our config file. And yes, okay. Let's just do a nano config file. And it seems we have something called DB connections here. So let's go into why is this constantly bugging me? I have a root shell. Why is this not functional anymore? Thank you. So we're gonna do, what was it now? Database. No, what was it? Inc. Property, yeah. Navigation, default nav, no. Classes, yeah, we have it. So we're gonna cat out DB connection. Let's see if it's just a bit ahead. No. This. So we're gonna get that from initialize. Holy moly. Yes. And initialize is gonna be there, and initialize is gonna give us the password for gallery user, and the password is, let's just go ahead and copy this and say gallery user. That's gonna be the password. And then what is it connecting to? We have some hash here. Let's try our luck. No, would be too easy. Do we have a MySQL? Okay, we do have. So, okay, so use gallery DB, show tables. Okay, select all from users. Okay, so now we have it. This is the admin hash. I'm gonna paste it in, and we're done with this room. Now, I think the reason I did not have to provide any credentials for my MySQL command was basically because I was already root, so I guess it's, yeah, maybe they didn't want me to do it. However, I think that kind of concludes this room. I kind of liked it, you know. It made me update my, you know, my lin piece because it was old, so I think that's a good thing. And I like these kind of rooms that, you know, provide some questions. I think most users would find this a bit more than easy. This is what was not it is marked as an easy room, so I would say yes, depending on whether they know how to use lin piece or not, this is probably not that bad. But you know, sometimes I'm wrong. I found it quite fun, and I hope you would find it fun as well. So until next time, just gonna say take care.